Hello friends. Today, we are going to discuss 7 Stoic solutions to beat anxiety and depression. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that offers ways to cope with difficulties and find inner peace. Emotional problems such as anxiety and depression are challenges that many people face in today's world. However, we can develop rational approaches to overcome them. In this video, we will explore how we can feel better about ourselves and protect our mental health using Stoic principles. Remember that anxiety is often caused by uncertainty about the future, while depression is caused by negative experiences in the past. Stoic philosophy offers powerful tools to help us overcome both. Let's explore these 7 Stoic solutions and discover what we can do to strengthen our mental health. Sometimes life gets really complicated. We feel overwhelmed by aimless responsibilities or accumulating frustrations. No matter how successful and powerful you are, these feelings don't choose who they reach. But know that you are not alone. Great thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius have been there. They dealt with depression, the agony of loneliness, and uncontrolled anger. Even Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful emperor in the world, struggled with anxiety and loneliness. Just like us, he could get caught up in the whirlpool of dark thoughts and succumb to feelings of helplessness. In his meditations, he wrote that our mind is a battlefield, that our thoughts shape our reality. He admitted that as we focus on negativity, we feel crushed under the weight of life, problems swallowing us like an unsolvable vortex. But he also discovered that it was possible to find inner peace by not giving in to these dark thoughts, by fighting them. Marcus Aurelius was not alone in this struggle. Epictetus faced pain and anger on his difficult journey from slavery to freedom, but he did not let these emotions control him. Seneca, on the other hand, maintained his inner strength and steadfastness even under the threat of exile and even death. Like us, they were at risk of falling into the grip of anxiety and depression. But instead of giving in to these feelings, they chose to fight them bravely. These great thinkers were symbols of hope and resilience even in the darkest moments. Walking in their footsteps can help us to disperse the dark clouds. Stoicism is a powerful philosophy that will shed light on this inner journey. Remember, you are not alone. You have the power to fight this struggle. In this video, I want to share with you 7 Stoic solutions that can transform your battle with anxiety and depression. These are simple but profound practices that can be the medicine you need to find clarity and peace. Don't let your mind be your worst enemy. It's time to take control and live a fuller and more balanced life. If you are ready, we start this journey now. Become a best friend. There is an old story attributed to the Stoic philosopher Chrysippus. He was walking through the streets of Athens when he heard a man cursing and harshly criticizing him. Chrysippus stopped, looked the man in the eye and said, "Remember, you are not talking to a bad person. Be kinder to yourself." This story reveals something very important. We are often our own worst critic. Think about the days when you feel more anxious or depressed. How much of that feeling was due to constant self-criticism, getting into negative thought cycles that destroy us rather than help us? Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of being kind to ourselves, being our own friend and reconnecting internally. When Chrysippus speaks of purification, he speaks of the need to show understanding and compassion for oneself, rather than sinking into self-criticism. Anxiety and depression often arise from self-critical thoughts and the habit of being our own worst enemy. Instead of finding comfort and support in our own company, we often fall into a cycle of self-sabotage. The way we talk to ourselves is very important. We cannot move forward in life if we treat ourselves as stupid or useless. Kindness starts with how we treat ourselves by recognizing our own humanity. Only when we learn to love ourselves can we open the doors to developing healthy relationships and meaningful connections with others. As Seneca said, it is essential to be your own best friend. Think about how you treat yourself. Do you encourage and support yourself? Or do you often criticize and punish? Why do we allow our mind, which should be our greatest ally, to be our greatest source of suffering instead of our greatest ally for growth? If our emotional well-being is being stifled by negativity, start changing this dynamic. Love yourself, respect yourself, and treat yourself with the same care you would treat a great friend. When we become our best friend, we change our view of ourselves and consequently our reality. Start today, be kind to yourself, and watch your life blossom like a well-tended garden. But first I must say that in order for this content to reach you, someone liked this video, subscribed to our channel and left a comment. Please do the same and help spread this mental clarity to more people. Focus on your own path. Seneca talks about an idea called otimia. This means following your own path in life, free from distractions of the past or comparisons with others. We can only achieve this state of mind through discipline and trust in ourselves and the path we have chosen. If we don't trust that we are fulfilling our role in this life, it is not possible to reach this state. Imagine you are driving a car on a crowded road. If you are constantly looking at the cars around you, trying to keep up with the speed of each one, you will veer off your path and possibly get into an accident. But if you keep your eyes on the road ahead and focus on your destination, you will get there safer and more efficiently. In the same way, focusing on your own path is very important for mental health and well-being. A friend of yours is investing in the financial market when you don't even know where to start. This is so powerful that Marcus Aurelius wrote for himself in the Meditations. So don't spend the rest of your life thinking about the lives of others, unless it is for your own good. If you are preoccupied with what such a person is doing, saying, thinking or planning, you are sure to neglect other matters. All this will only distract you from the firm guardianship of your own soul. Understanding and accepting that we are on our own path, without needing to compete or feel inferior because we cannot achieve the same success as others, gives us a deep sense of contentment and peace. The only person you need to surpass, beat, compete with is the person you were yesterday. By adopting this Stoic approach, you will find the strength to overcome anxiety and depression by focusing on what really matters, your own journey and personal growth. A healthy mind reflects a healthy body. Juvenal's famous quote powerfully summarizes the connection between a healthy mind in a healthy body and mental and physical health. On this planet, we experience and express our emotions through our body. Stoicism reinforces this idea, emphasizing that taking care of the mind and body is essential to confronting negativity such as anxiety and depression. By taking the time to develop a healthy mind and healthy body, we strengthen our ability to deal with life's challenges with flexibility and clarity. Seneca, one of the great Aristotelian philosophers, teaches us something very valuable. It is very important to nourish our mind, whether it is by taking a walk outdoors or by breathing deeply. If we don't do this, we can feel depressed inside or very stressed. It's these small daily cares that transform your mental health. Decide how much time a day you will set aside to take care of your body and mind. Make a list of the activities you do to keep both healthy and identify areas you can improve, such as physical exercise, meditation, reading, or moments of rest. These activities are not only exercise for the body, but also an opportunity to move and slow down your mind. It is like taking a break to calm your thoughts. In terms of exercise, Seneca said that when trying something new, even if you are tired, we need to empty our minds. This helps your mind to be calmer and more peaceful. When you exercise, your body releases hormones such as serotonin and endorphins that make you feel happier and more relaxed. These hormones help to reduce feelings of anxiety and depression, making you feel good and making you want to do the exercise again. In other words, your desire to exercise comes from exercising. So get started. Don't worry if you find it difficult to go to the gym or take a walk. This will not be an obstacle. There's a world of free online classes waiting for you on YouTube, whether it's meditation, yoga, bodybuilding training, or anything else that can help you take that step. Don't leave it for later or make excuses. Procrastinating only distracts us from the peace of mind we so badly want. We are just procrastinating. And in the words of Seneca, put aside all obstacles and devote your time to having a healthy mind. Because no one who is busy can achieve that. Take care of your body and it will take care of you. Take care of your mind and it will light your way. Adopt the Stoic solution and see how small daily maintenance can transform your mental health and help you overcome anxiety and depression. Renew yourself every morning. What has been done cannot be undone, but we can prevent it from happening again. This quote is by Anne Frank and reminds us that while we cannot change the past, we have the power to shape our future. This is a good illustration of what stockpiling teaches us about the importance of living in the present and renewing ourselves every morning. This is a fundamental principle for overcoming anxiety and depression. The idea that each new day is an opportunity to start anew, to correct our mistakes and continue to grow. Imagine a river that keeps flowing even though it encounters rocks and obstacles in its path. Every day it renews itself, following its course without looking back. In the same way, we can be inspired by the nature of the river, renewing our energy and perspective with each dawn, without being bound by the mistakes and challenges of the past. Imagine starting each day with a renewed mindset, without allowing yourself to succumb to the mistakes of the past. There are 30 opportunities for a fresh start in a month. This brings a feeling of lightness and the possibility of continuous growth, compared to carrying the weight of the past days, which can accumulate stress and anxiety, making it difficult to overcome challenges and seek improvements. Sometimes we feel depressed, suffering for days in a row with anger, thoughts, or other difficult emotions. It is as if we are always stuck in the same situation. Every morning is a new opportunity to renew yourself. Why continue to carry the burdens of the past? What is stopping you from embracing the opportunity to start anew every day? Before you take everything too seriously, remember that we are reborn every morning. What we do today is the most important thing. Starting afresh in the morning is a powerful antidote to anxiety and depression. By allowing yourself to renew yourself every day, you find strength and hope to face whatever challenges life throws at you. Remember, the past cannot be changed, but the present is in your hands. Make every day a new chance to be proud of yourself. The Obstacle is the Way. The first book that transformed my life and introduced me to stockholding was Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, Thoughts to Myself in Turkish translation. What a believer's holy book is. The holy book of stockholding is this book. The philosopher Emperor Marcus Aurelius says, "The obstacle in the way of action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This transformative saying is undoubtedly one of the most effective formulas in history for overcoming every adverse situation. It is a formula for succeeding not in spite of everything, but because of everything. It is this saying that has transformed my life, the philosophy that the obstacle is the path. This is the formula for salvation for those who want to transform their lives, for those who are unhappy, afraid, unable to take action, buried in anxiety and depression. The main idea behind the philosophy that obstacles are the path is that the difficulties and challenges in life will only become obstacles if we make them obstacles. It depends on how we look at these challenges. Either we see obstacles and get stuck, or we see opportunities and make progress. No one is more unhappy than someone who has not faced difficulties. Seneca said that this is because they have never had the opportunity to test themselves. This is important to remember when we face obstacles or when things don't go as we planned. Because in every challenge lies an opportunity for growth. If we recognize this, we can be sure that the setbacks and struggles, the anxiety and depression that hold us back will actually strengthen us. In Stoicism, this is always an opportunity to practice a virtue. Courage, humility, wisdom, justice, patience, self-discipline and forgiveness. Nothing can stop us from doing this. Virtue is always in our control. It is always possible to respond to any situation with virtue. What stands in the way becomes the way. Just one more chance to practice being the best you can be. Whatever life throws at us, we have a choice. Will we be hindered by challenges or will we fight them? We either shrink or we grow. Challenges are a stepping stone to reach a higher level as a human being. Without this opportunity, we cannot grow and we remain where we are. Think of a fire. Every obstacle is consumed and used as fuel. If there is nothing standing in the way, the fire goes out. You are that fire. Nothing is really an obstacle because they only feed you and make you stronger. Marcus Aurelius calls the ability to use obstacles as fuel, reversing obstacles. Whenever something gets in your way, use that obstacle to implement your most important goal. Nothing will stop you from doing this. You will continue to make progress and there will always be new obstacles, or rather opportunities. It is in your control to use them as fuel and develop your skills. It all depends on your perception. The same situation can be perceived as a lead ball chained to your foot, or as wings coming out of your shoulder blades. How you interpret the challenge is crucial to your success in overcoming it. In the end, it is never the challenges that matter, but how you perceive them. If anything from outside is causing you pain, it is not the thing that is bothering you, it is your own judgment about it. And it is up to you to remove that judgment now. Marcus Aurelius says that your judgment turns an event into an obstacle or an opportunity. It is up to you. In everything you can find an opportunity to grow. You can always try to turn obstacles around and find a way to respond with virtue. It's not about wearing rose-colored glasses. You will experience some small things and some terrible things, that's for sure. The important thing is to know that you always have a choice. When things turn bad for you, you can bury your body in the bed and your head in the sand with the authority of your anxiety, your depression, or you can stand up and hold your head high and look for an opportunity to grow. Now the important question is, will you see what has happened to you as an opportunity to learn and become stronger, or will you give in to frustration and see it as a reason to give up? Character cannot be developed in comfort and calm. Only through the experience of trials and suffering can the spirit be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Facing adversity is an important way to overcome anxiety and depression. Remember, if the challenges you face today are to be the fire of your strength tomorrow, embrace them as opportunities for transformation and discover the extraordinary within you. Everything flows, nothing remains. Our sixth resolution deals with mortality to remind us that everything in life is temporary. This Stoic perspective is crucial for dealing with anxiety and depression. Recognizing that difficult times and negative emotions are not permanent allows us to face challenges with more resilience and hope. Think of a storm at its peak. With strong winds and torrential rain, it seems like it will never end. But inevitably the storm passes and is replaced by clear skies and sunshine. In the same way, our difficulties and pain will pass and be replaced by moments of peace and joy. Think about a difficult moment in your past. How did you feel then? How do you feel now when you remember this event? Practice writing about 3 difficult moments you have overcome and reflect on how it all went and how you have moved on. If you know that everything in life is temporary, why let difficult moments drag you down? Keep this phrase with you: this too shall pass. Remembering that everything passes is a powerful Stoic tool for overcoming anxiety and depression. When we internalize the impermanence of everything, we find the strength to face challenges with greater and renewed resilience. Remember that difficult times, like storms, will pass and give way to brighter and calmer days. Before moving on to the solution, comment with all your awareness that this too shall pass. Let's create a chain of support and motivation. Your comment can be the encouragement someone needs to remember that no matter how difficult the situation is, it will pass. Seeing beyond our emotions, nothing makes us more depressed or anxious than seeing a situation through the weight of our emotions. Sometimes our messages are not answered immediately, and we think we are an option and not a priority. When in reality that person might just be busy doing something else, like taking a shower. Or when we are ignored by a waiter, we immediately think we are invisible or less important to others. Of course, these are just examples, but think for a minute, how many times in your life have you misinterpreted a situation because of your emotions, and now that you think about it, how long did it take to take the problem to another level? The Stoics encourage us to see objectively, focusing only on the facts and not letting emotions distort our view, trying to describe things as faithfully as possible. Of course, this is very difficult, but as an exercise, start to imagine your emotions as a thermostat that uncontrollably heats up simple situations unnecessarily. For example, an unanswered text message quickly becomes a big drama in our lives. In our minds, an otherwise neutral situation can become unnecessarily magnified and exaggerated by our emotional reactions. This reflects classic Stoic thinking. An event is objective in itself. It is we who give it meaning and judge it as good or bad. Marcus Aurelius advises us in the Meditations to look at things as they really are, putting aside the emotional reactions that distort our perception. With Stoic philosophy, we learn to see things from all angles and so we can better understand situations. Often, seeing a situation objectively as it is gives us mental clarity and prevents us from putting too much importance on simple things. The next time you face a problem, try to see the situation objectively by adjusting your emotional thermostat. In this way, you change your understanding of the flow of your emotions. The way we think and interpret the world around us directly affects our emotional well-being. Overcoming anxiety and depression requires dedication and practicing Stoic practices. When something happens in your life, take a step forward and use what you have learned, as Epictetus encourages us to do. By focusing on the quality of our thoughts and developing a resilient mindset, you lay the foundation for a happier and more balanced life. Remember, real change starts from within, and while you cannot change the events in your life, you can change how you understand and feel them. I hope this video reaches your soul and you overcome this disease that imprisons so many people. Take care of your mental garden and reap the fruits of a full, serene life. Please don't forget to share this video with someone in need. Thank you for watching.